Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the blog. So today I want to tell a story about this mountain that I've wanted to climb for a long time called the Matterhorn. And the last time I had a chance was in 2007. And I went there with two other team members, a three-man team, and we looked at it and in the end we kind of decided not to go for it because our team had not trained together enough. But we decided to go for this other mountain called the Breithorn, which is a little less severe than the Matterhorn, but still by the route we took up there. Now, if you take the Breithorn by the easiest route, it's actually the easiest 4,000 meter peak in the Alps. Just take a cable car up to about 3,900 meters, and then you walk up a snow slope for about 200 meters and you're at the top. But not by the route we took. We actually did the Breithorn Traverse, which takes up here, up this side. The snow slope is on the back behind, but we actually went up this ridge, and it is a knife edge ridge, and I actually had some problems on the summit. So this is how it went down. So what you do is you trek from Switzerland into Italy. You take a cable car and then you actually trek down the glacier into Italy, and you get to this hut at about 3,400 meters, and you have to sleep there for the night. Now, we were not especially acclimatized. We'd been above 3,000 meters for about one day, a week before. And so at that height, you have, that altitude, you have weird dreams. So we wake up at around 3 a.m. Everything's dark, and we go outside, and we have to trek up this glacier. And as you come up, you see the beautiful cloud sea, okay, because it's warmer down in the valley than it is. It's cooler. So it's called a temperature inversion. I forget which is warmer, which is cooler, but anyway, because of the temperature, the clouds are all down in the valleys, and you get to see them from above, and it looks like a sea of clouds. And as the sunrise comes up, it's really beautiful. And so we walk up this glacier, and when we came to the top of the glacier, there's an additional snow and ice field, pretty steep. It's about 45 degrees that you have to climb to actually get to the start of the route. And you're already up at around 3,900 meters. So your breathing is very heavy and it's very slow going. So we get to the top of this ice field, and our three-man team, we're suiting up, we're getting ready to go, we're roping up and getting ready to get onto this rock ridge. And Paul, our sort of unofficial team leader, drops his glasses, and his glasses literally slide all the way down the snow slope and further. We saw how far they went. They would have, it would have taken us probably 2 hours to go back down and come back up. And the sun's already out, the snow is melting, conditions are getting more dangerous. You don't want to be down there below the cliffs at this time, when rocks will start falling because the snow is melting. So the ice is melting. So we knew we had to leave the glasses. There was no way. But without glasses, with a lot of snow, you can get snow blindness. It's very dangerous. Your eyes can get injured. So we were thinking about what to do, and basically if we aborted the mission and try to walk out across the glacier, A, it would be dangerous like we just said, but B, also you're on top of loads of snow. So we concluded the safest route was just to continue rock climbing over the ridge, because you're on rock, you're not on snow, and get out of there. So Paul led on very bravely without his glasses, and there's sections of sort of vertical, well, not vertical, but close to vertical, sort of slab rock climbing, and then you're back onto the ridge again. And this thing is a knife edge. You can see, it's like a meter wide, and then all the way down you can see tiny houses down in the village down below. And you feel like the gods, you're up there with the gods. It's very quiet, just a little breeze, very beautiful. And so just before the crux section, I didn't know it was a crux section, Paul asked me to lead. So I take the lead, and I start climbing up this rock wall. It was pretty difficult. It wouldn't have been difficult. It was down, at sea level, but up at 4,000 meters, with big boots and clothes, reduced mobility, a lot of exposure, and clouds swirling around below you. It was really hot. So I get to the top of this thing, and we have a rest, and they give me a little bit of cheese for lunch. It was kind of not that good, but anyway. So as we keep going on, Paul's leading now, I start to get a headache, and I start to feel sick, and this starts to get worse and worse and worse, and by we're about half an hour from the end of our route. It's gradually coming worse and worse and worse. And as we get to the final rocky outcrop, Paul climbs over it, and I snap one of the coolest pictures I've ever taken. And then I climb up over it, and my altitude sickness just reached the limit, and I suddenly just threw up all over the snow, all little bits of cheese. It was really disgusting. And the other guys are like, "Whoa, what happened to you? You didn't even tell us you were feeling bad." So anyway, we were on the summit ridge, on the summit snowfield, and so we just walked across. This was the middle summit. There is actually another higher western summit, but it's only a few meters higher, and after that I was like, I'm satisfied with the middle summit. Anyway, so I said before, it was if you climb it from one of the routes, it's the easiest 4,000 meter peak in the Alps, and that was our descent route. Literally a nice clean snowfield. We slid down on our butts with the ice axe as a rudder, and as soon as we got to the cable car, Paul bought me a Coke. Best Coke I ever had. And going down in that cable car, as soon as as I was going down, everything was coming back to normal. Altitude sickness is like that. You can just, when you're up there, it can happen to anyone, and as soon as you start going down, you'll find the symptoms reducing, getting much better. So I still want to go back for the Matterhorn. That's always been the end goal, but we settled for a pretty cool mountain anyway. So let me know what you think. Have you guys ever climbed a mountain like that, or been to the Alps, or want to do that, or if you have any questions, leave your comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.